We're not of this world. Right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, right, yet is their hope full of immortality.
It's our hope. Part of our hope is America being destroyed, us getting the kingdom, us getting power.
Getting everlasting life.
Getting everlasting life. No more in these jacked up bodies, all kind of pains. Every day, it seems like every day you wake up is a new pain. You know, things that, parts of your body that you didn't even know exist. Start to hurt, man. That's because we're eating that what? We're eating that GMO food. We're breathing the chemtrails. And you got niggas that still want to be here. Talking about, we don't know. We don't know. We might be here another 40 years, another 10 years.
You don't see the finish line.
Good.
Yeah, that's it on that.
Got that thing?
Yeah, bring it up.
James chapter 5 verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Yeah, the rich man is you bankers. And now we're talking to you via the video, but we'd really be talking to you face to face. You know, like in the movie X-Men, when you had one of the X-Men, he came right to the president and delivered a message. First of all, he dramatically came in there. He whooped all that ass, then he put the message right before the president. That'd be nice to have some kind of power like that, you know? And what's the beauty of having power is to be able to use it.
Demonstrate it.
Demonstrate it. Flaunting it.
Power perceived is power achieved.
Wait a minute, you so-called white people, you got power, you flaunting your power. You flaunting it right in front of our face. And the majority of our people are like sheep, they lay down and take it. So the tables are going to be turned, man. Trade in places. There's going to be a trade in places. All right?
That's it, and that's basically what's going to happen. Hardship is coming to you bankers, man. You ain't worked a day in your life. You've been pampered all your life. Hardship is coming to you.
Well, that was in the movie, Trading Places. Dukes went from having everything to having nothing. They were bums. They were penniless.
And they show you that their wealth was basically based off of a big fraud. You know, the stock market.
And then you know what? That movie was produced by Aaron Russo. Secretly, Aaron Russo hated the bankers. Aaron Russo made a statement. He said, at first I thought Nick Rockefeller was my friend, but later I found out he was really my enemy. He wasn't my friend. Aaron Russo said that. So we believe they killed Aaron Russo. They silenced him, man. Because he was bringing out too much truth. And that's the main weapon to you elite banking families. Truth. That's the, not no gun, not no fucking nuclear missile. No, truth.
Right.
That's the one weapon that's going to destroy you.
So his power lies in his deception.
In his
That's
deception.
Why he's known as the devil.
That's why he's known as the devil.
Yeah, well, that's why they thrive on secrecy.
They thrive on lies, illusion. Why do you think Hollywood is so popular? That's the factory of illusion, man. That's what they manufacture in Hollywood, illusion. Go ahead, brother.
It says,
Oh, I'm sorry. You said, yeah, go ahead.
Psalm 16:4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Selah.
Now, that's the banner. Well, since you mentioned banner, Isaiah, what is that? Isaiah 13:1. Now we're delivering the banner via the video, but we're going to deliver it to you face to face. I believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we're going to approach you face to face, man. I'm talking about you banking families, so we can curse your ass out. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13:1.
And all your military, all your bodyguards won't be able to stop us, man. That's where that power comes in. Just like in the movie V, when he broke in and he had that power and he barricaded himself and he delivered his message. That was fun, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift up a banner upon the high mountain.
That's what we're doing now. Through these videos. Through being out here on the street, we're lifting up the banner. The banner is this word, this truth. All right, go ahead.
Exalt the voice unto them.
And we're exalting our voice. That's why earlier you heard Apostle Elder Tahar, he kept saying, raise your voice up. Raise your voice up. We're exalting our voice. Because we got something to say. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Shake the head.
We shake our hands.
That they may go.
Telling you off. The main people we're telling you off is our people. Yeah, we get on our people hard, man, because they're rebellious, they're stiff-necked, they're hard-headed. But we also get on you so-called white people, because you're the devil. You get with your banking families. And we know about their skullduggery. We know about their wickedness. And we're exposing them. Right? Go ahead.
Shake the head that they may go into the gates of the noble.
And finally, you're going to be forced to deal with us. That's what it means that they may go to the gates of the nobles. You're going to be forced to deal with us, banking families. Right now, you look at us as a nuisance, but you're going to be forced to deal with us. Because the Lord is raising us up, man. The Lord is making, like Elder Apostle Tar mentioned about the fame, that fame is slowly coming. Slowly but surely. And it's through YouTube and other mediums.
Hey, I want you to go to the scripture, man. Now, I went to Psalms 105:15, but then you know how you go up a verse?
Yeah.
And you got to start from the top.
Hey, brother.
And the key point that I wanted was in the 15th verse, but you got to start from the top.
Get all that meat off that bone.
Get all the meat off that bone. Hey, them Psalms, you got to get into them Psalms, man. Them Psalms and them other books, like the acronym Tanakh. Y'all know what the word, you know what it means by Tanakh, right? What does Tanakh represent?
The prophets and the writings.
Right. There's three things. It's an acronym. The T, the N, and the K, which is the Sarawa, and then you got the Nabayam, which are the prophets, and then you got Kasabium, which are the writings. The writings is Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and so forth. You know. But anyway, you got to read them Psalms and Proverbs. But go ahead and read that. Because you was mentioning about polite with the Bloods and the Crips and the white man won't get us and all that. Well, the Most High gave us a job. The Most High is the power of the universe.
That's right.
You mean to tell me if He tells us to do something, the only way we get got is if the Most High allows us to get got.
Yeah.
If the Most High don't want us to get got, we ain't gonna get got. Period.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc. Read that.
Psalms 105:1.
Like somebody who made this statement about when we got on them guys about not going out in the wintertime, and I think one of them made a video or said something. I think it was maybe Baloo. He said that guys, if they go out in the wintertime, or somebody said the year before that I got a cold or a flu or some shit. Somebody said that. If they didn't say it, the spirit was in the air. Their thing was, I'll go out, but you might catch a cold, man. Look, 2 years ago, we caught the H1N1, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt like I was going to drop dead. And the Most High built us right back up, man. We didn't say, well, look, we ain't going out no more in the wintertime. Or when it's too cold. All right? Most High going to protect us. The Most High told us to go out, be instant, in season, out of season, man. He didn't say, if it's too cold, you might catch a cold, you might get the pneumonia, don't go out. You know, use your better judgment. No, the Most High didn't say that, man. Matter of fact, it was Paul that said it through the spirit of the Most High.
Present your body a living sacrifice.
Present your body as a living sacrifice. What does a sacrifice do? They give up the spirit.
Right.
They give their life up, man. What you clowns ain't doing, man.
Yeah, because we figured out we never really lived. We don't have a life.
Hey,
This ain't living.
the Most High is not impressed with your color coordinated garments, Nate.
Right.
He ain't impressed at the fact that you went down to Florida and rented out a fucking hotel. That's why you got so many people following you now. Well, Isaiah, smooth things.
Yeah.
Hold that on deck.
Right.
Yep. But hold that on deck. We're gonna go into this first. See them guys are flocking to Nate because they see the garments, they see the order, all right, and they think that's the. And they well, when you see order, you see money, all right.
Yeah, that Passover had to have cost a pretty penny.
That costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm sure Nate made a whole lot of money on it.
Oh, you made a whole lot of money on the back end. You damn right, man.
That's his main motivation. Go on.
Psalms 105:1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh Shemashah. Call upon his name.
Not Christ. That's another cut for you, Nate. And all you fucking stupid ass zombies that follow his ways, you're gonna get the same punishment that he's gonna get. If you don't come out of that bitch.
Absolutely.
And you window shopping, you better bust that window in and take what's yours.
That's right.
Go ahead, Doc.
You don't
Read
know
that
his
from the
name.
top.
Yeah, it
Go
said,
ahead.
call upon his name. If you don't know his name, how are you going to do that? Go ahead.
Or give thanks unto Yahweh Shemel Shah. Call upon his name.
Wait a minute. If you give thanks, you got to give thanks in a certain name. You can't just give thanks just to be giving thanks. You got to have a name to give thanks to. Go ahead.
Make known his deeds among the people.
Right.
Sing unto him, sing songs unto him, talk ye of all his wondrous works.
That ain't talking about in those churches singing those stupid ass songs. I'm coming up the rough side of the mountain. That ain't talking about that, man. When we singing a song, man, singing this knowledge, teaching this knowledge, that's the song the Lord want to hear. You don't want to hear no goddamn coming up the rough side of the mountain. Or Mahalia Jackson.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Mahalia Jackson's hits.
And she died of, I guess, diabetes or something, a heart attack.
Average step.
Most of them famous Jakes,
Yeah.
they died by
Diabetes.
heart failure,
Yep.
hypertension, all that, man.
And the reason why you die like that because you don't follow the dietary law of the Heavenly Father.
Well, it's all diet related, man.
Yeah, you eat pork, which the Heavenly Father told you not to eat it. So that's why you get diabetes.
They get a lot of gluten in their system, man. A lot of carbs.
Go ahead, brother.
Glory ye in his holy name.
Oh man, glory ye in his holy name.
Is his holy name Christ?
I was just gonna say.
Huh? Is his holy name Jesus? Is his holy name Yahweh?
There's nothing holy about it.
Is his holy name Yahweh? Huh? Is his holy name the Tetragrammaton?
The brother clearly read glory ye in his holy name. What do you IUIC clowns got to say about that?
No, they got a new thing. If you're saying the true name of the Most High too much, that's you being wicked. That's the new thing. We're being wicked because we're calling on the true name too goddamn much.
Yeah, well, like my man said, we say Yahweh Shem Yahushua because it makes our teeth white. He said, I say the word nigger because it makes my teeth white. All right, go ahead. Brother.
Glory ye in his holy name. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his strength. Seek his face evermore.
Yeah, and his strength, meaning that's why the Lord called us as young men. You know, when we came in this truth, we were young men. As you can see back here, these brothers are young men. All right, because they have that strength. They got the strength.
Remember his marvelous works. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders in the judgment of his mouth.
Yeah, that's why we always talk about Egypt, how the Lord destroyed the Egyptians in the Red Sea. That's remembering his marvelous works.
That's right.
Go ahead.
O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, the children of Jacob, his
They better
children.
not come this way, boy.
He is the Lord our
Jehovah's
power.
Witnesses.
His judgments are in all the
Stop
earth.
them in their path.
He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to
When
a
they come
thousand
by,
generations.
This guy right here?
Which covenant he made with
You see the
Abraham
Jehovah's Witnesses.
in his
They're trying to
covenant
spread
to
that
Isaac.
bullshit.
Yeah, that covenant is an example of that is circumcision, which that's another thing we teach. When you come in this truth, if you're not circumcised, if you don't know about circumcision, just Google it, all right? If you're not circumcised, you're supposed to get circumcised when you come into this truth. After a while, as it is written, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. When you're persuaded that this is the truth, if you're not circumcised, you're supposed to get circumcised. That's a covenant that the Heavenly Father gave our forefather Abraham. All right? So that's part of, they don't teach that in the so-called churches. Because the so-called Jews that own the society, they try to dissuade you so-called Negroes from getting circumcised. Because they know that you're the real
Or
Israelites.
saying the true name of the Lord. What church? Name me one church that calls on the true name of the Lord.
Right.
Name me one.
And all these churches are owned by the bankers. As a matter of fact,
Including
it was,
Nate's church.
right, including Nate's church. It was John Todd. He said he sat down for hours trying to think of a church he could go to and repent. That wasn't
That didn't get paid off.
Hours.
And the church he went to got paid off.
Yeah,
Because he said he could have got killed if he went to the wrong one.
hours, man.
No?
He sat for hours trying to think of a church that was not paid off
Yeah.
by the Illuminati. And even us, when we had the school in 1 West 125th Street, through Elder, I wasn't there, but I heard it secondhand from Elder Yaquab. They constantly, when he used to teach, Elder Yaquab used to constantly say that he had other groups trying to buy the school off. He talked about.
No, they did have a meeting. They had the meeting.
He talked about one guy that came. He had a ponytail. He had a suitcase. He opened up this.
A Jake and the Edomite.
Yeah.
I remember the Jake, but I didn't see the Edomite.
Yeah.
There was one time where the Jake used to come by itself.
Yeah.
But there was an Edomite and the Jake. Then we would set up the school on 126. Remember that Jake? He was trying to sell that, give us that thing, scratch and give.
Right.
He was one of them, man.
Okay.
You know.
Then they made a statement. They said, "You see all these churches? We own all these churches." They were from the group called the Rosh Christians. Okay. And he said, "We own all these churches." So you can't tell us that these so-called churches out there are not bought and paid for. Plus, if you look at their symbols, you know they're bought and paid for. You see the cross and the crown, which is a Masonic symbol.
That church down there, the AME church down south, that was that symbol there. You got the crown with the cross in it. That's the 33 degree of Scottish Rite Masonry, man.
Yeah, that's right. How many of you so-called Negroes know that? How many of your tribes know that? Your churches have been bought and paid for, man. That's why they're not going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, well, that was a job of the Jesuits. When they first came over here, the infiltration of all these religions.
Yeah, temporal powers.
You know, with the apostolic succession
Apostolic
for the religion.
Yep.
The
Temporal powers for the governments.
For the governments, yeah.
So you've been infiltrated, all right? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Verse 10.
You had a precept?
And confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance.
And that's our land, not no goddamn Africa. All right? The land of Canaan, which is known as Israel, that's our land. That's your land. So-called Negro, so-called black man, so-called West Indian, so-called Puerto Rican, Haitian, Mexican. That's your land. Every nation got to have a land, man. You don't even think about that. You don't even think about what you think your land is Puerto Rico or some island in the sun somewhere, which that island has been taken over by the so-called white man. The reason why Puerto Ricans are suffering is because the so-called white man took over that island and plundered and pillaged it, man. And that goes for all the other islands in the Caribbean. The reason why you left the Caribbean and came up here to America is because your own land is suffering
Puerto Rico's an
underneath the oppressive regime of the so-called white man.
Yep.
All right, that's why you left St. Lucia or,
Well, that's not exactly
Dominica
oxymoron would be like
Jamaica or Cuba or Trinidad and Tobago and came up
jumbo
here
shrimp,
because in those islands you're being oppressed by the
army
so-called white
intelligence.
man. All right, that's the truth.
Little big man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
When they
Opposite.
were few men and